that the rational mind cannot grasp, because the numbers look pretty good. At dinner, we were talking about these billionaires that some of us know. Who are really driven by poverty as well. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep wanting to make a second billion or a third billion if they were satisfied. And then we attack greed as a cause of their behavior. But really, it's a symptom, just like everything else. A symptom. So here we've reached this point of despair, of burnout, and that's a good thing. Because then we can start listening to something else. Listening to all of those that have been in the margins, that have kept the knowledge of how to be human safe. I'm not going to talk very long here. But maybe I'll tell you a little story. But maybe one more thing. Yeah. This is a story too. I just finished writing a book on climate change. It's not what you think it is. The book or climate change. I was having a meeting with a prominent environmentalist, and I was talking about lots of things I care about. The healing of the masculine, for example, ending the carceral state. Rebuilding community, gift economics. And he said to me, Charles, someday you're going to have to decide whether you're going to be relevant or not. Oh, I think I actually mentioned human trafficking too. That's been always something that's kind of gotten under my skin. You know, of all of the many, many crises and problems in the world, still just get me, you know? Anyway, someday you're going to have to decide if you're going to be relevant or not. By which he meant, if we don't stop climate change in the shrinking window of opportunity that we have, if you don't put 100% of your efforts into pushing for a meaningful carbon tax, none of these other things are going to matter. You're wasting your time. You're being irrelevant. He didn't say it quite that forcefully, but that was the implication. Are you going to decide to be relevant? When the oceans rise 50 feet or whatever, there's not going to be prisons to reform. There's not going to be anything. And I recognize that as fundamentalist thinking, sacrifice everything for the one cause. But on a different level of logic, a heart logic, we understand that it is impossible to have a healthy climate when there's human trafficking going on. That in mysterious ways these things are connected. That what we do to each other mirrors what we do to the planet. And one cannot change without the others changing. And that if your life force is directed toward even not just stopping human trafficking, but toward healing of one victim of human trafficking, and that might take you 10 years, your life is not irrelevant. This is a heart knowledge that can guide us when our mental calculus cannot say, why is this thing important? But it feels important. We know it's important. We know it's crucial. Can we navigate by that? Dare we navigate by that? Or are we going to continue navigating by the numbers? Where you sit back and you first calculate what is the highest leverage, maximum impact point that scales up. I'll do that. Where do we get that kind of thinking? maximize a number, to maximize something measurable. We got that from the money world, didn't we? And that whole way of thinking is failing us and failing all of life. And so, naturally, we turn toward anything that invites us into a different way of thinking, into a different way of relating, and a different way of being. Before I tell you my story, you want me to talk about it? No. Or am I taking too much time? Do I have 10 more minutes? 5? Okay, I'm not going to read you this thing. I'm going to tell you my story. Yeah, just to describe our situation. Gosh, everybody looks very somber. I hope this wasn't too much of a downer. 2 minutes. Okay. Take from this story what you will. Once upon a time, there was a man lost in a maze. Who knows how he got there? It was probably for a good reason. And he's trying to get out, running around, turning left, turning right, hitting dead ends, circling, ending up frustratingly back where he started again and again. And the maze is getting hotter, it's getting stifling. He knows he's going to die in there if he doesn't get out.